Have you ever wondered what would happen if your child, grandchild, or loved one inherited a large sum of money tomorrow? Would they use it wisely? Would it help them build a better future? Or would it disappear faster than you ever imagined? It's a question more families ask than you might think. After all, you've spent years, maybe even decades, working hard, saving, investing, and making sacrifices to build what you have. The last thing you want is for those assets to be wasted because there wasn't a plan in place. The good news is that it's not too late, and estate planning gives you powerful tools to help protect your legacy and guide how your inheritance is used long after you're gone. I'm Anna Burr with Burr Law. If you find estate planning topics helpful, be sure to subscribe to our channel for practical guidance that can help protect your family, your assets, and your sleep at night. Today, we're answering a question we hear all the time. Can I control how my beneficiaries spend their inheritance? The short answer is yes, but only if you plan ahead. Let's talk about how. Many people assume that once they pass away, their heirs simply receive their inheritance and that's the end of the story. And if your assets are left directly through a simple will, beneficiary designation, or joint account, that's often exactly what happens. The money becomes theirs immediately. At that point, they can spend it, invest it, save it, or unfortunately, lose it. And while many beneficiaries are responsible, life doesn't always go according to plan. People can face financial pressures, poor advice, lawsuits, divorces, creditors, or simply make decisions that sounded really good at the time and they come to regret later on. That's why many families choose to create a trust. A trust is one of the most effective tools available when you want more control over how your assets are managed and distributed. Think of a trust as a set of instructions. You create the rules. You decide how the money should be handled. You appoint someone, called a trustee, to carry out those instructions. Instead of receiving everything at once, your beneficiaries receive assets according to the guidelines that you have established. This allows you to leave more than just money. You leave a plan. One common strategy is to place age restrictions on distributions. For example, instead of receiving a large inheritance at age 21, a beneficiary might receive portions at different stages of life, maybe 1/3 at age 21, another third at age 25, and the remainder later on. This gives beneficiaries time to mature financially before receiving significant assets. Another option is tying distributions to significant milestones. Some families choose to reward achievements that support long-term success. For example, distributions could be connected to completing college, maintaining employment, starting a business, purchasing a home, or reaching any other goal that is meaningful to you and your family. Every family is different, and your plan can reflect your unique values and priorities. Another powerful tool is something called a spendthrift clause. The name sounds technical, but the purpose is very straightforward. A spendthrift clause helps protect inherited assets from creditors, lawsuits, and even the beneficiary's own spending habits. Without these protections, inherited assets may be vulnerable to outside claims or poor financial decisions. With the right trust provisions in place, you can add an extra layer of security that helps preserve the inheritance for its intended purpose. For families with greater concerns about financial responsibility, a lifetime trust may be worth considering. Instead of eventually distributing all assets outright, the trust remains in place throughout the beneficiary's lifetime. The trustee continues managing and distributing funds according to your instructions. This can be especially valuable when a beneficiary struggles with money management, faces creditor concerns, has special needs, or simply benefits from ongoing financial oversight. Another option here is a discretionary trust. With a discretionary trust, the trustee has flexibility to determine when distributions should be made and how much should be distributed. This allows decisions to be made based on current circumstances rather than rigid rules created years earlier. For example, if a beneficiary encounters a financial emergency, needs medical care, or faces an unexpected challenge, a trustee can respond accordingly. At the same time, if a person wants to go spend 3 weeks in Mexico, the trustee can withhold that distribution if it would be unwise or potentially harmful. Which brings us to one of the most important decisions you'll make, choosing the trustee. Many people spend a lot of time thinking about who should receive their assets, but the person managing those assets is equally important. The right trustee should be responsible, trustworthy, organized, and capable of making difficult decisions when necessary. Most importantly, your trustee should be willing. For some families, that may be a trusted relative or a close friend. For others, a professional trustee might provide greater objectivity and consistency. The key is choosing someone who will faithfully carry out your wishes and act in the best interest of your beneficiaries. At the end of the day, estate planning isn't just about passing down wealth. It's about protecting the people you love, creating stability, preserving opportunities, and helping your family avoid unnecessary financial mistakes. Most importantly, it's about making sure your hard-earned assets serve the purpose you intended. You don't have to leave your inheritance to chance. With the right planning tools, you can create structure, protection, and guidance that lasts for generations. If you'd like help building an estate plan that reflects your goals and protects your legacy, we're happy to help. Give us a call at Burr Law to schedule a consultation and learn about the options available for your family. And if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, or share it with someone you care about. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.